everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fashion, Beauty, and Wine. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Crystal, and in today's video, I'm going to be revisiting a very popular concept that I've done in the past. Now, it has been one of the most popular videos up to date that I have on my channel, and I thought it was a fun video. It was a lot of great information, and why not give you all an updated version? The concept that I'm talking about is reading reviews from fast fashion websites. Now, I've compiled a handful of reviews from a various amount of websites, and during my research, I found that there are literally a handful of these websites popping up more and more and more and more. Originally, I felt like there was a good 20, 30 websites, but after doing my last research, there are hundreds of these websites popping up, and maybe these websites are related to each other, they are connected to each other, but whatever it is, they are continuing to thrive, which is just mind-boggling to me. No matter how much you try to get the word out, people just still tend to gravitate towards these websites. Yes, these websites are cheap, extremely affordable. The photos are just absolutely gorgeous and they're appealing and they draw you into them. But I am here to tell you that you are probably better off not even shopping at these brands, because it's going to cause you much more headache than it's worth in the future. Now, the reason why I say this is because it's happened over and over and over. And when you read some of these reviews, it is consistently the same thing happening over and over and over. So without any particular order, I'm just going to jump right on in and just start reading some of these reviews. The first review is from Shein. Very, very popular website. Probably one of the most popular ones that you see floating all around social media. So this person says, "Don't waste your time or your money. The store has false advertisements. All sizes are wrong. The clothing is made so cheap that they don't even have hems, meaning they just cut the fabric with scissors and send them to you. The ends are not sewed. Most of the material feel like stiff wool you use to make poodle skirts. They mail the products late, and then they set strict return policies, making you go through all hell to return the products. I contacted customer service when I came back in town because I wanted to exchange the sizes. They were like, sorry, not sorry, you can't return it, too late. I spent hundreds at their store. Avoid this store at all costs. Trust me, it will cause more headache. It's all made in China and looks okay on the site, but horrible when you receive it." I've been saying this to you guys. Let me tell you guys this. When these websites are advertising to you all, this is what they're doing. They're going online, they're finding a very, very popular influencer or someone that looks good in a certain fit. They're literally stealing those photos. They're trying to replicate the looks that you see in these photos. There's very little work that goes into making these fits, very little money that goes into making these fits, which is why you're paying $2 to $3 or, no more than 20 bucks for a dress. Essentially, you get what you pay for. A lot of people, what I've seen on these websites is because the items are so cheap, they end up spending, $200 to $300, which essentially is a good amount of money. And it ends up being a headache, which is why I say it's not even worth it. You're just better off going to the store and spending an extra 20 bucks and you're okay with it. It's going to last you more than one time. It's not going to be poorly sewn together. I mean, depends on which store you go to, but it's not going to be as bad as ordering from these websites. A lot of time when you order from these websites, you don't really know what you're getting, because a lot of these companies, they are manufacturers, and the concept is to make whatever they see as quickly as possible to ship it off to you, because they don't have these clothes just sitting in their warehouse. They don't have warehouse. They're just like literally sewing them as you place the order. So in order for them to get it out to you as quickly as possible, they have to find somewhere to skimp on. In a regular store, it may take 2 to 3 days to process. So you have these 2 to 3 days to process at this factory, and then you have, a week for them to make it, which is why it takes about 10 days to even get it shipped out. But on the website, they're lying to you saying, hey, we're going to ship them off to you in 2 days, which is not the truth. So be careful. I was about to place a $200 order with them, and thank God I checked here first. I did contact them to give them a second chance. Guess what the agent said over chat? Yes, we are a scam. I totally should have taken a screenshot. They clearly have no idea what they're doing. Glad I didn't make the purchase. Now I cannot start a new chat anymore. BS business. Now, like, there's another problem you run into when you're dealing with these people, is that there's a language barrier. And if you know how to, I guess, play the game right, they may end up just telling you the truth. I've been hoodwinked and bamboozled with Stylewe. I recently ordered several items. However, I had to return 4 of the items. I put all the items in the same bag and sent them back. As of to date, I've been credited for 1 item, period. Stylewe claims to have only received 1 item. However, in my records with them, there are 2 items that they are claiming they credited to my fiance account. I have sent numerous emails daily, and they swear they have not received them. I'm having a very hard time with these idiots explaining that it's no way that they only received 1 item of 4 items when they were in the same bag. I would like for this company not to be allowed to do business within the United States, period. You wait months sometimes to receive merchandise, then it's cut funny, poor quality, and also they are creative items using Fendi Dior, which is not fair. I am retaining counsel because I just don't have it in me to deal with these ignorant people. I've been back and forth and I'm not pleased about what has taken place. I want Stylewe to never be able to do business with the USA, period, at no time. Now, what I have to say to this is that you are literally taking a gamble. First of all, anyone that's willing to sell you a knockoff, they're crooks, they're scammers, they are not to be trusted. This is a reason why I say fast fashion brands are not worth it. They are not all that they're cracked up to be. And it's just better off to not even deal with them sometimes. It's better off just not to deal with them. As it was my birthday, I ordered 5 dresses from Stylewe early July. It took several weeks for the packages to arrive, and none of the dresses were a fit. The sizes were off, and the quality is poor. I would not wear them, so I wanted to return. Their website states that they will refund in a week, but when you actually want to return, they reveal they are a company in China, and that the cost of shipping back to China, the time needed, and possible custom costs, it may be better to explore other options like taking a 10% cash refund, which would be around $23 for me. Just to be clear, she spent $230 to have the dresses refit. We would define this as dishonest business practices based on misrepresentation of information. So I just lost $231, and there is little to nothing I can do. I wish I had made a donation to an honest non-for-profit rather than purchasing from this company. I can only hope that these types of reviews increase so the word gets out. I surely wish I had done my homework before this purchase. In this case, like, I get it. You know, it was the first time that she had purchased from this company. She hadn't really read any reviews or done her research. I wish you would have done your homework as well. I'm going to do something for you. I'm going to try to help spread the word so that, you know, another person won't have to deal with the same thing. So, sorry about it. The worst online company to buy clothes. The experience I had with this company was horrible. The company Stylewe took my order on 1/27/19, and it took until 3/5/19 to inform me that they would not send the products because it was discontinued. During the waiting time, the Stylewe company gave me false shipping numbers, pretending that they had already sent the clothes, and this was false. I had to contact them to ask for information about the merchandise that I had purchased more than 2 months ago. This day, I was informed that the production of the dresses were stopped because the merchandise is made in China, and that in China, the end of the year party was being celebrated. Finally, after pushing to get some information about my shipment, the customer services from Stylewe provided me with a tracking number from a company in China that required for me to speak in Chinese. Unfortunately, I do not speak Chinese. After all these inconveniences, false information, and without consideration, the 3 months the Stylewe company had the money from what I bought, I received an email from Stylewe customer service information that I should be checking my bank account because the money from my purchase would be returned in the next 7 to 10 business days. What a steal. I know, yeah, what a steal. Just a mess. Like guys, You're okay with waiting 3 months, 2 months, just to receive something that you paid $5 for? Like, is it worth it? No, like, okay. I have gone on these websites provided by Facebook in the past. The key indicator is China. The prices are also an indicator, $11 for a pair of pants. If you read the terms and conditions, they let you know up front that they would not provide a full refund and offer a partial refund or none at all. I spent over $300 thinking a site was legit. None of that information rang a bell, right? Y'all gonna learn. The merchandise arrived. It smelled of a very strong chemical. The sizes were either way too big or would not fit a child. I am size 4 and wear a size 7 shoes. The shoes were at least a size 11 for a man. The tops would not fit a 3rd grader. When I contacted Amazon Visa, they would not help me and said that there was nothing I could do. These companies are becoming less and less likely to help us out because they told y'all to stop buying from these websites and y'all just keep doing it. I mean, even with this person, she's like, oh, this was an indicator, this was a red flag, this was a red flag, this was a red flag. But you know what? The clothes look so good, they're so cheap, that I'm still gonna invest my money into this. So much so, $300 later. And now Amazon is like, no ma'am, we're not giving you money back. The company offered to reduce the cost by 30% because it would be more expensive to ship it back. Pretty Little Things, I had the same thing with them where I ordered shoes. They were actually cool shoes. They fit me, or they actually didn't fit me. They were a size too small. I went to ship it back and the post office was like, yeah, ma'am, $70. I was like, nope, paid $65, about to sell them online. And speaking of selling online, if you guys want to purchase shoes that look like this, then hit me up below. I'm selling these suckers for like 25 bucks. Oddly enough, the address was in California, but no known street address. Do not fall for this scam. It is not a real clothing site. And what happens is a lot of these companies put like local addresses so that they can seem legit, but they're actually in China. Do not fall for this scam. It is not a real clothing site. The trick, they either change the name or there are multiple sites working. As I've said, do not give them your card, address, or money or access to any information. I read all this info because I had a feeling. Once I learned it was in China, I hit delete and went on a search of this particular name and reviews. Do not fall for it like I did for the first time. I ordered from Dresslily something that would fit in a small package. On August 24th, the day I ordered it, they emailed saying it had shipped. The email went to my junk folder, so I didn't see it for 4 days. I checked the DHL tracking number, and DHL had no record of it. Also on 8/28 was an email saying that they had shipped my other order that day with a different tracking number. DHL estimated delivery on 9/4. I had already emailed them several times because the DHL website indicated the package had gone to a city near me, but was then headed to another state. All I got was canned replies telling me to check the package's status. On August 30th, I checked the package's status on DHL website, and it said it had been delivered to a different state. Based on the useless responses to my previous emails, I contacted PayPal by phone and demanded an immediate refund, giving them the valid tracking number. I emailed Dresslily before I contacted PayPal describing the problem, and I got another reply telling me that the package had been delivered and to check its status. In other words, either they can't read English or they didn't read my email. I'm very disappointed, and I'll never order from them again. Well, if I may insert myself, don't be disappointed. You got your money back from PayPal. You just didn't get the clothes. You're better off without those clothes because chances are you probably would have had a 90% chance of them being faulty. You wouldn't have received a refund. So consider yourself lucky. You got your money back. You left out unscathed. You lost some time, but hey, that's what happens when you order from these websites that you really have no recollection of whether they're legit or not. You just cannot order from any unreputable websites because they have pretty pictures. You need to check these websites because it is just so easy for someone to create a website, steal your information, do whatever. Like, the things they can do with your information is infinite. And so we just got to protect ourselves a little better. It's not like when the internet first started and people were just trying to learn how to get on the internet. Nowadays, people can get on the internet from anywhere. They're advanced, they're past that, and now they're trying to figure out how they can utilize the internet to make money. And unfortunately, some of them turn to scamming, and it's up to you to protect yourself because, as we know, these credit card companies are no longer willing to help us. Okay, so I hope you all enjoy this informative video of reviews of scamming websites. Unfortunately, there's a lot of companies that make it bad for the rest of them. Just please do your research when you are shopping for these online companies, because as we read, they are literally pulling out tricks left and right. It is up to you to figure out if these companies are legit or not. Like, it should never be a gamble when you're ordering something with your hard-earned money. If you order something based off the photo, that's exactly what you should get. If you feel like you are going to be dealing with a company that it may be a gamble, I would just say don't even take that chance. You're better off spending a couple more dollars to buy something, but knowing you're going to get what you ordered. Based off everything that I said, I wanted to just provide you with some tools. Just make sure when you're ordering from these websites that you are checking the address, making sure that the website is legit, that you are ordering through PayPal, because PayPal has a guarantee that if you don't receive your products, or if you receive something that is not listed on those pictures, what you thought you were purchasing, they will refund you. And they also have a program that if you need to ship something back, that PayPal can actually refund you for those shipping fees because you ordered through PayPal. Make sure that you're checking reputable review sites like the Better Business Bureau, because they can alert you on whether or not these are scams. And then last but not least, if you notice that the pictures don't have a sense of cohesion, if you see, one photo that looks like it's taken in the studio, and then another one that looks like it's taken outside, and then another one that looks like it's taken inside of a home or a building, that's also a red flag, because generally a company that is legit and reputable, they usually take cohesive photos that all look the same. And a lot of these companies, what they do is they just steal photos and then they post them on their website, and then they say, oh, we can make this. And what they're doing is they're trying to replicate those looks, and they don't necessarily have these items stocked, which is why it takes so long. So if you notice the photos are just out of whack, they're all different types of photos, that is a key factor. And then the last thing that you can check for is just by simply reading the website. Read their terms and conditions, read the rules that they have for returns and things like that. If they have a return policy that you're not too fond of, then don't order from them. Like, you want to make sure that you have an ample amount of time to receive the product, to test the product, and a little bit of wiggle room to ship it back, just in case you can't just automatically ship it back the day that you tried it on. Like, you want a reasonable shipping time window. And if they don't have that, or if they have all of these hoops and ropes that you have to jump through, then chances are it is not a legit site. They are trying to put every single roadblock in your way so that you have a hard time shipping it back and you end up losing your money. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and you learned some valuable information. If you have, don't forget to press that thumbs up button. And if you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, take a moment to press that subscribe button. And while you're at it, don't forget to press that alert bell so that you can be alerted when I post a new video. Now, I am on social media. I'm on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all under keywords fashion, beauty, and wine. Let's connect. I hope to see you on those platforms as well. Thank you so much for joining me again. I wish you all nothing but peace, love, fashion, beauty, and wine. Bye.